Hello guys, welcome to our channel again. This is our 7th video on HTML series. So in the previous video, we discussed about images in HTML and how to pass link to those images, and we did a quick review about HTML color codes. So in this video, we will discuss how to create HTML tables and different attributes about tables in HTML. Okay, now let's talk about tables. What are tables? Now tables we use to gather some information and put in an ordered manner. Okay. Now what is the format of a table? If you can see this, right? This is a table. Now in this table, we have some table headings and we have columns, and after table headings we have spaces for table data. Okay. So basically we have table heads and table data. So using that theory, we can draw tables on HTML pages. Before we go drawing that, we need to understand what are columns and what are rows. Now if you see here, when you take this square from left to right, let's say, or right to left, it doesn't matter. So what we consider horizontally, we call it a row, and when we consider a box vertically, that is we call column. Okay, now let's go. The first tag that you need to put is table. So we are going to draw a table and close, of course. Right, now inside this table, first I'm going to give it tr. What is tr? Now tr means table row. So tables are divided into table rows with the tr tag, and then tr tags are divided into table column. So first we draw table row, and then inside of this table row we put table columns, and to put table columns, what we do is actually we put table data. So we don't have any tag name for columns specifically, we have only table rows. Using table rows, and we go to the table row, okay, and here like this, if I go to this table row, and what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to another cell of this table row and put data. Okay, now what happens? First I'm creating a table row and then I put table data. Alright, so I put another table data, let's say, and I will draw another table data. So like that, I'm completing the table row. After that, what can we do? Then we have to go to the next table row. This is the first one, and then I'm going to the next table row and I am going to draw another table row, and then again I'm putting table data inside of this table row. Now this is little bit confusing, but stay with me, it's very easy. Now what happens? We didn't create any table columns, but we have put two table rows and we put table data into each row. By doing that, without even we don't know, we have created a new table column. Now if you see, compare these two, that is a column, and here let's take this one. This is a table data and this is a table data, and this whole thing is a table column. So without even having to draw a table column, we automatically drew a table column. So that is the logic that we are going to use when we are creating table in HTML. So first I'm going to create a table and then I'm going to draw table row. Okay, and inside of this table row, I'm going to close this table row first. Okay, that's a good practice to close it. Alright, and this inside of this table row, I am putting table data. D tag for table data. Okay, I will say this is data 1 and I'm going to close it. Alright, I will copy this down. Alright, I have table data 1, data 2, data 3. Now if I save this and go to the browser and refresh, you can see this is data 1, data 2, data 3. Now we have one here, one here, one here. It doesn't look like a table yet, because we didn't draw it yet. Alright, but this is the basic syntax for a table. We open the top table and we open table row and we put table data into each one. So just like this, I'm going to copy this table row and I'm going to put it here so I can draw another table row. Now here I'm going to change this to 1 1 2 2 and 3 3. Let's say, and if I save this and open in the browser, now you can see it goes to the next row. Now to draw a table, you have to put the attribute called border. So you have to draw a border to the table. I will say you have to give a number, let's say 2. And if I save this and go to browser, now you can see this is like a table. So here this width is based on the number we gave here. If I give this 1, always give it a small number, otherwise it won't be look like an table. Now you can see it's more small. Okay, alright, now I'm going to copy this and put another table row 2 1 2 2 and 2. Now there's another row. Alright, what if you need only two here? You have 3 table datas, but if you need only 2 and you need to span this, you need these both boxes in one, what can you do? So in cases like that, we have the attribute called colspan, which stands for columns span. You can span a table cell using this attribute. To do that, I'm going to delete this table data, this cell, and I'm going to span this cell. Okay, what is this cell? This one. I'm going to delete this cell and I'm going to span this one to the size of these both cells. Okay, colspan, and you have to, the attribute is the colspan and you have to give the value of how many cells you are going to use. I'm going to use 2 and then save this and let's see what happens. Now you can see there are no borders in here. This is only a one table cell. So column span is very important, very useful when you are drawing tables. Okay, so just like column span, we can use also row span. You can span the row. In this table you can see there are 3 rows. What if I need data 1 0 1 in here, data 1 1 also, and I need these both cells to 1. How to do that? It's very simple. All you have to do is go to this table 0 1 and put row span and give it a value of 2. And remember, and after do that, okay, what you have done is you need these 2 rows. So what you don't want is this one. So go to this one and delete it. And now if I save this, go to the browser and reload. Now you can see I've taken 2 table cells in this row. So that is the use of row span. Okay, so we've talked about table, row span, col span, and border. The last thing I'm going to talk about table is how to put a color. Right? If you need to put a color to this one, let's select this one, data 1. How can you put a background color? Now to do that, you need to have a little bit of CSS knowledge, but I'm going to do it by just HTML. Okay, to give a color, you have called BG color, which stands for background color, and equals, I'm going to give it a value of red. Okay, now this table data cell has the background color of red, and if I save this and go to the browser, now you can see this table cell is red colored. So that is all about table. Alright, there are also some things called table heads. Okay, I'm going to quickly do another example. Table, and also give it a border. I'm giving it 1. And then there's also another tag called table head. We use T head. What this T head do is you have the topic row. Alright, it is also a row. Alright, it is not a column. Always we go for rows, but this is heading. Alright, okay, you can use TD, table data, but instead I'm going to take the tag called th. Now th is also going for table data, but as a header. So let's see what it does. Let's say head 1. Okay, I'm going to put another table head. After the t head, the rest of the thing we called is t body, table body. And inside of this table body, I'm going to see data 01. Okay, now you can see this table. What is the difference? Now here the first row we have the headings. You can see it is more highlighted, it's more bold colored text. Why? Because this in the table we have headings. So t head is used to have headings. Alright. And here you can also use tr instead of t body. See, it will not do any difference. We'll talk this about when we're talking about HTML5. Okay, no worries. So this is all we're going to talk about tables. Okay, so that is it for this video. See you in the next one.